This is All India Radio, Power of Listening. Under this series, tonight we take you on a journey to the world of yet another magnificent facet of the traditional Indian knowledge systems. I am Manoj Mainkar. In this episode, we shall be focusing on myriad aspects of the food we eat. Food, the supreme spirit, Annam Parabrahma. The expert on the show is Dr. Rajashri Vijay Kshirsagar, educationist and visiting lecturer at Suryadatta College, Pune. Stay tuned.
Food, the supreme spirit, Annam Parabrahma. Food is a vital part of our life. Like water, food is also important for all living beings. Food plays an important role for our good mental and physical health. In Vedic text, food is always praised. It is said that food is lowest form in which the supreme soul is manifested. The word anna is derived from the Sanskrit verb ada, means to eat. In the Sushruta Samhita, it is said that adyate iti annam, means which is to be eaten. In the Charaka Samhita, it is said that food is the greatest thing amongst all that helps man to survive in this world. Annam vrittikaranam shreshtham. We can get references of food in our ancient Vedic texts like Rigveda, Yajurveda, Atharvaveda, in some Brahmanas and in the Upanishad. Also, in the Mahabharata and some Ayurvedic texts like Sushruta Samhita, Charaka Samhita, we can get these references. First reference is occurred in the Rigveda. In one of the hymns of Rigveda, we can find the praise of the food, Anna Sukta. Sukta means prayer. The seer Agasti praises the food. He invokes the food as Pita. In this hymn, he says that he will glorify the food which gives strength. Further, the seer says that food is pleasant, it is blameless, food is a friend of man, Sakha, food gives happiness, food is the protector of a man, Palaka. Food is requested to be a kind protector of man. Food is auspicious, Shiva, and requested to come towards with its auspicious help. Food has invigorating power. Food gives health. Food has juices. Food's gifts are sweet and tasty. Here we can see the deification of the food. Whatever substance which is praised in the mantra becomes deity. At that time, getting food was very difficult for a man, therefore it becomes a deity. In many hymns of the Yajurveda, we came to know the various types of food. Madhu means honey, yava, barley, milk, dugdham, curd, dadhi, ghee, ghrutam, etc. These are the names of obligatory materials which are to be offered in the sacrifice. In the Atharva Veda, we can find some types of rice like odana, apupa. Apupa means kind of modak, or laddu or anarsa, and grains like yava, tandula, balvaja. From the description, it can be said that rice is the main food of Atharvavedic people, as in one ritual named as Odanasava, rice is offered to Brahmin. Here, in this relation, we find some names of rice: Svargaudana, Ajaudana, Panchaudana, Shataudana, Brahmaudana, Aitareya Brahmana, which belongs to the tradition of the Rigveda. In the Aitareya Brahmana, it is said that food is Virat. Virat means the name of a meter, that means Chanda. Virat is the food. Virajate is the Sanskrit verb and its meaning is to shine. Therefore, it is said that one who has plenty of food can get importance in the society and can shine on the earth. In the Shatabhatha Brahmana, it is described that the food which is in proportion for the body does not harm to the body, but the excessive food is harmful for the body. It can be said that if a person eats much more food, it affects badly on health. The same point is highlighted in the Charaka Samhita. In this Brahmana, at one place, curd, honey, and ghee are considered as great food. In the Taittiriya Brahmana, it is said that food is the vital breath. Further, it is described that food is the life and death also. Annam pranam, annam apanam means food is the vital breath. Annam mrityuhu, food is the death. Tam ujivitam ahuhu, and food is the life. From this description, it can be said that if a person eats food in proper proportion, then it gives healthy life. But by eating excessive food would carry the death. Food is the giver of progeny. Annam ahuhu prajananam prajanam. In the Tandya Brahmana, it is said that Annam vai vajaha. It means food is the nourishing thing and it nourishes our body. In Bhruguvalli, which is the part of Taittiriya Upanishad, it is said that food is the supreme spirit, Brahman, Annam Brahma. Bhrugu was the son of Varuna and wanted to know the Brahman. At that time, his father told him that first you understand the food. By means of the food, you can understand what the Brahman is. He undergone the tapa and understood the Brahman. From this description, it can be said that food plays an important role for knowing the Brahman. Further, his father told him that all the beings are born from food. Annat eva khalu imani bhutani jayante. Those who are born from food live because of food. Annena jatani jivanti. Finally, these beings are entered in the food and merge in the food. Annam prayanti abhisamvishanti. Further, in this text, it is said that one should not speak ill words about the food, annam na nindyat, and should not despise the food, annam na parichakshita. It is a vow, tadvratam. One should make plenty of food, annam bahu kurvita. Do not send anyone without offering food from our home. In this way, a person gets more food. It is also said that if one prepares the food for his guest with highest care, he will also get food in the same way. Similarly, if one prepares the food for his guest with lowest care and in the mediocre way, then he will also get the food in the same way. Thus, we can say that the way we cook food for guests, the same way food will be ready for us. Therefore, a person should always offer food to hungry people. Etat vai mukhatah annam radham. Mukhatah annam radham means a person prepare food for his guest with highest care. Mukhatah asmai annam radhyate means he will also get food in the same way. Etad vai madhyatah annam radhyam. Similarly, if one prepares the food for his guest with mediocre way, then he will also get the food in the same way. Madhyatah asmai anyam radhyate. Etad va antatah annam radham Antatah asmai annam radhyate. If one prepares the food with lowest care, he will also get the food in the same way. Further, it is said that one who knows this fact, he becomes the possessor of the food, annavan bhavati, and the eater of the food, annada bhavati. He becomes great with progeny, prajaya, with cattle, pashubhihi, and with splendor of sacred wisdom, means Brahmavarchasena, and wisdom, and great in the fame, Mahan Kirtya. We know that food is very important part of our life. But what if we cross the limit of eating food or we eat less food than the requirement of our body? In the Charaka Samhita, Maharshi Charaka said that food is the vital breath of all beings. If the person eats proper balanced food, it helps for the proper growth of his body and it works as a rasayana. But if a person eats food without taking any care, it works as a poison for his body and destroys his health and life. प्राणाः प्राणभृताम अन्नम तद अयुक्त्या निहंती असून. असून निहंती means destroys his life. विषम च प्राणहरम तच्च युक्तियुक्तम रसायनम. And this food which is taking without any care, it works as a poison, visham, and takes away his life. Further, Maharshi Charak said that a person should not eat food of one similar taste. It affects his body and he has to face the problem of weakness. Ekarasabhyasah daurbalyakaranam sreshtah. Ekarasabhyasah means food of one similar taste. He said that one should eat the food having all tastes or juices. Sarvarasabhyasah balakaranam sreshtah. Sarvarasabhyasah means food having all taste or its six juices. Further, he said that one who eats the food having all six tastes, his body will be strong and healthy. Shadrasa yuktam annam means all six tastes. Sarva balakaranam sreshtah. His body will be strong and healthy. In the Mahabharata, it is said that one who eats food within limit, he can get long and healthy life and strength. गुणाः च षट् मितभुक्तं भजन्ते आरोग्यम आयुः बलम सुखम च. Arogyam means healthy life, balam means strength, sukham means happiness. One should eat twice a day only, as once early in the morning and then in the evening. From this verse, we came to know that our ancient tradition tells the same thing, which is the opinion of some dietitians of this era. In the Bhagavad Gita, in the 17th Adhyaya, threefold foods are described. Aharah trividaha bhavati. That means satvika, rajasika and tamasika. In the Taittiriya Upanishad, it is said that food is the supreme spirit. The same point is highlighted by the king Nala in his book named as Pakadarpana. Along with it, he also explained the faults of the food which are to be happen due to the mistakes of cook. Nala was the famous king of Nishada region and husband of Damayanti. He was very brave and expert in the cooking as well as in the horse riding. Yama, the king of the dead, gave him the boon of cooking at the time of his marriage, Nala's marriage. We can get this reference in the Mahabharata, Vanaparva Adhyaya 53. In this book, Nala said that food is the supreme spirit. In the first chapter, he described 5 types of foods. These are namely Bhaksham, Bhojyam means eatable food. Leyam, licking the food. Chosham, sucking the food. Peyagatam Peyam, drinking the food like milk. Further, he told about his famous recipe Rasapaka. According to his opinion, this Rasapaka destroys many diseases like fever, heart diseases, tuberculosis, cough, body pains, dysentery, stomach pains, etc. As per his opinion, there are 63 juices or tastes in the food. Shat Trinshat Rasaha. He said that food is the vital breath of all beings. It is the Supreme Spirit. Further, he mentioned the faults of the food. Actually, food is the Supreme Spirit. Thus, it is faultless, anindhyam. Dosha rahitam means blameless. But while making the food, by the mistake of cook, 8 faults are generated in the food. Vidyate hi ashtadoshaha means eightfold. Pratyakshena pramadatah means by the mistake of cook. He described all these faults and effects of that food on the body. First is the Asruta Annam. Asruta Annam means half cooked food or the food having excessive water. The food which is half cooked is known as Asruta Annam. One who eats this food creates diseases in his body. Paichila Annam means excessive cooked food. As the half cooked food creates diseases in the body, like this, excessive cooked food also creates diseases in the body. The rice, which is cooked for a long time, decreases the level of digestive fire, means Jataragni, and his intestine is unable to digest the food. It creates a disease related to digestion. Apavitra Annam. Actually, food is always pure. But if the food which consists insects and hair becomes non-hygienic, it becomes tasteless. And by eating this food, a person feels that this food is tasteless. Fourth one is Shushkannam, means dried food. The food which is kept for long period becomes dried. This food is known as dried food. The person who eats this food should face the problem of digestion. Fifth one is Dagdhannam. Dagdha means burnt food. The food which is burnt to the high flame called as burnt food. This food is not digested and remains in the stomach. It absorbs the seven anna dhatu, means the fluids like blood, flesh, bone, marrow, semen, fat, etc. These seven anna dhatus are present in the body and are helpful in the growth of the body. The sixth one is anartujannam, the food which is produced improper season or tin food. The food which is grown up in the improper season becomes harmful to the body. The packed food or tin food also affects the body badly. This food creates diseases like laziness, weakness, etc. For example, a mango juice which is available only in summer season, but by means of tin or packed foods, it can get throughout the year, and this juice is harmful for our health. The seventh is Virupannam, the rice grain which is not cut in proper way. After cooking, it changes its virtues and becomes harmful to the body. This rice is called Virupannam. This rice does not digest properly and remains in the body and destroys the life and physical and mental strength. The last one is Kwathitannam, the rice which is not cooked properly, as known as Kwathita Annam. This rice does not digest properly and creates diseases related to mind. In this way, he describes all the faults in detail and says that the cook should serve the food to the king, avoiding these mistakes. For showing the honor for the cook, Nala uses many adjectives like Pakadnya means one who is expert in the cooking. Pramanadnya, one who knows the proper proportion of food ingredients while making the food. Buddhiman, Dhihi means expert in cooking the food. He called Pakashastra is the Sudha Veda. Further, he said that the cook who learns the Pakashastra from the bottom of the heart and knows this art in well manner, that cook is known as Pakarata. Rata means king. Pakarata means the king of the art of cooking. We have got above some information from the Vedic texts. Also, we have discussed the 8 faults of the food. Now, we are going to discuss how to eat the food. Some Sanskrit medicinal verses tell this fact. These verses are taken from various ancient Vedic texts. In these verses, it is said that a person should not avoid proper timing of eating food. Na ahara velam atikramaniya. Ahara velam means proper timing of eating food. Also, while eating the food, the person should not be angry, jealous, panic, greedy, or unhealthy. These emotions affect badly on the health. Irsha means jealous, bhaya, panic, krodha, anger, greedy, lubdhena, greediness, lubdha, or unhealthy means rugna. ईशा भय क्रोध समन्वितेन लुब्धेन ऋग्दैन्य निपीडेतेन विद्वेषयुक्तेन च सेव्यमानम अन्नम न सम्यक परिपाकम इति. A person who wants health should eat food as per the requirement of body. It gives happiness and digests easily. Such food is beneficial for the man. Yat shakyam grasitum grasya means a person should eat food as per the requirement of body. Grastam parinamet, it gives happiness and digests easily. Such food is beneficial for the man. Bhutim means health. We discussed how to eat. Now we are going to discuss in what proportion a person should eat the food. Half part of the intestine should be filled by the food. 1/4 part should be filled by the water or juices. And 1/4 part should remain empty for roaming the gas, which helps to digest the food. The same concept is mentioned in the Vishnu Purana. Ardham annaihi jataram purayet means half part of the intestine should be filled by the food. Ekam bhagam jalena cha, 1/4 part should be filled by the water or juices. Vayoho sancharanartham chaturtham avasheshayet means 1/4 part should remain empty for roaming the gas. From this verse, we came to know that our ancient tradition tells the same thing, which is the opinion of some dietitians and doctors of this era. In Maharashtra, in the religious ceremony, before eating the food, we recite a verse. In this verse, it is said that before eating the food, one should take the name of Sri Hari, as its name is free and it helps to digest the food easily. Sahaj havan hote नाम घेता फुकाचे. Fukace means free and सहज हवन होते, the food can digest easily. Further, it is said that अन्न हे पूर्ण ब्रह्म. Anna is Purna Brahma. Udarabharana nohe janije yajna karma. Udarabharana nohe means eating food is not daily routine, but it is a yajna karma, means it is like a sacrifice. From the above discussion, we can know the concept of Annam Purna Brahma. Dhanyavad.
Food, the supreme spirit, Annam Parabrahma. You heard the 41st episode of our all-new series on traditional Indian knowledge systems. Power of listening. The expert on the show was Dr. Rajashri Vijay Kshirsagar, educationist and visiting lecturer at Suryadatta College, Pune. We hope you enjoyed it. Our special thanks to AIR Pune and Randhir Thakur for their contributions. This program was produced by Vinayak.T.More and Vinod Kumar. This episode is also available on our official YouTube channel, Akashvani AIR. Be there on the 15th of July, same time, same frequencies. This is Manoj Mainkar signing off from Delhi. Bye for now.